Chief Boudreaux, members of our new City Council, Pastor Falk, friends, family, and residents of Youngsville. I am honored and humbled to stand before you this morning as the 12th person to serve as the mayor of City of Youngsville. It is with high hopes and humility that I begin this term and accept the responsibilities and duties incumbent upon me. Mayor Viatar and outgoing members of our City Council, on behalf of the people of Youngsville, I thank you for all that you've done to make Youngsville the city that it is today. Our city would not have the accolades that it enjoys today had it not been for your leadership, your courage, vision, and wisdom. We are grateful for your service. Thank you. Some may look at this as a new day in Youngsville. Others may see it as the continuation of the great things that have already been started, albeit with a younger perspective on how to operate city government. I personally feel the latter view is the more appropriate. For a few of us here today, this is a very momentous occasion, and yet in the history of Youngsville, it is a commonplace event. The transfer of authority routinely takes place as it has since Albert Dyer became Youngsville's first mayor in 1908. I want to acknowledge former Mayor Lucas Denias and thank him for his service as well. I campaigned for mayor because I wanted to keep Youngsville's positive energy moving forward. As your councilman, I've had the privilege to play an active role in our city's growth and planning. I strongly desire to maintain our momentum, and I pledge to continue working to ensure all residents have an opportunity to participate in the planning of our city's future. The future of Youngsville is bright. Maintaining and improving our roads, green spaces, parks, and sidewalks will remain a top priority. These attributes are integral to vibrant cities, and Youngsville will not be an exception. Even though we've accomplished much over the past few years, my commitment is to keep Youngsville moving forward. In the first quarter of this year, I will deliver a road improvement package to the City Council for action so that we may continue our growth. With regard to economic development, recruiting businesses to Youngsville to balance the city's revenue streams will be a primary focus of my administration. We'll be easy to do business with, and we'll work with developers to promote Youngsville. Our city has a great story to tell, and we'll tell it. As part of that commitment, I'll be appointing an Economic Development Advisory Committee to offer suggestions and advice on how we can diversify our city's revenue. We must plan for our future. As Warren Buffett once said, someone is sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago. Next Thursday at our first City Council meeting, I'll be asking this council to approve a drainage study of our city, funded in part by the Army Corps of Engineers. It is most important that we make sure that today's growth does not adversely impact those that have lived here for generations. We'll build on that foundation with a master plan of our city, including an inventory of our roads, bridges, water, and sewer systems, and then use a capital management plan to budget accordingly for necessary projects. All city business will be open to the public. Specifics about council agenda items, proposed resolutions, ordinances, and contracts will be made available on the city's website. I strongly believe that a more informed community will be more engaged in our city, ultimately building a better and stronger Youngsville. We will create a code of ethics for all employees, and our decisions and actions will be guided according to those ethical values. I would be remiss if I did not take a moment to talk about education, particularly facilities. I selected the Acadiana Renaissance Academy as the location for today because I wanted to commend Charter Schools USA for providing our citizens this option. Since opening in August, nearly 700 students are enrolled in kindergarten through 6th grade in this school, and 98% of parents who responded recently gave positive scores to this school in several areas, including curriculum, professionalism, and customer service. I would like to commend this school's principal, Christine Stout, for her leadership and for letting us use her facility today. Good things are also happening at Youngsville's other schools as well. Green Tea and Youngsville Middle are completing $16 million in renovations. And these two schools in Ernest Gallette are all A and B schools. You see, the issue is not about the quality of education. Our concern today is about adequate facilities. The Youngsville community needs and expects a high school to service our community. The number one reason we've experienced record-breaking new home construction and population growth is due to the quality of the schools, and we must do everything in our power to protect this fundamental reason for our growth. On common issues like education, road infrastructure, and recreation, we can and should work together with our neighboring communities and speak with a unified voice for our residents. To the new members of our City Council, I congratulate you. I know personally the duties that you've assumed, and I commend your decision to serve our community. Each of you worked diligently to achieve these positions, but whatever our differences in politics, the campaign is now over. Today is the day that we put politics and personalities behind us, put down the political swords, and pick up the plows to work together for one Youngsville. To our city employees, many who I saw this morning walking in, I acknowledge your daily contributions to our city and its people. We appreciate the work you do every day for our citizens, and I look forward to working with you. I am committed to working with the council and Chief Boudreaux to guide Youngsville into the future. This is a team effort. As far as my administration is concerned, I will surround myself with the best people, delegate authority, and let them do their jobs. I'd like to take a personal moment to thank my family for their love and support and for being here today. My parents, my brother, my sister-in-law, my nephew Max, and my best friend and partner Andrew, and his parents are all in the audience today. Thank you guys for your patience, your understanding, and for your support. Today, our city changes leaders, but not its vision. Youngsville shall no longer be known for the speed at which it grows, but rather the quality of its growth. We will no longer race to be the biggest, but we will compete to be the best. We have a unique opportunity to grow wisely and protect the reasons that have made Youngsville such a great community. This is our time to harness our potential. Let's let history show that we made the right decisions at the right time. When people reflect on our generation, let's ensure they say we made the best choices for not only today, but also for tomorrow. Let's make this a great 4 years. Thank you all for coming.